Hey there, it's Melissa. I want to talk today about the lies you tell yourself. Now, there's the lie that you don't have enough time to do your creative thing. I believed that one for a long time. And really, it was interviewing Michelle Theberge for the Thriving Artists Project that helped me bust through that lie. Because as Michelle points out, if you can't find 15 minutes a day, you're basically just making an excuse to not do your creative thing. So that resulted in my 15 minutes a day creative challenge. But recently, I discovered that I was telling myself a variation on that lie that I wasn't really aware of. I think part of me knew. Now, I know that part of me knew, but I was still telling myself that lie. I had this lie that I didn't have enough, wasn't time, it was bandwidth, it was brain space for my other creative thing. Among other things, I'm a songwriter, but I hadn't completed any new songs since last summer. And I was feeling really frustrated about that. And then I realized, wait a minute, of course I'm not writing any songs. My mind is so full of all the ideas, all the things that I'm doing for my business, everything I'm doing for living a creative life, all the writing I'm doing. My head is just full. I don't have space to write songs. Writing songs takes concentration, it takes focus, it takes brain space. And I believed that I didn't have space for it. Well, an interesting thing happened. I went to jazz camp a couple of weeks ago, and I took a songwriting class. And every time we stepped into the room for the class, the teacher would give us a prompt and say, you have 2 minutes or 5 minutes, write a song on blah. He would give us a topic. Or write a verse consisting of only 1-syllable words, or only of 2-syllable words, or whatever, some prompt. It didn't really matter. The point was that because we only had this tiny little amount of time, all of a sudden, boom, we focused in. And it was amazing what came out of that class in those few minutes, what people came up with. And frequently I didn't really like what I came up with, but other people sometimes really did like what I came up with, which is very often the case. We tend to not give ourselves credit, right? We're our own worst critics. What happened was that I realized in that class that I actually do have the brain space to work on my songwriting. Hell yeah, I can do that. If I can spend 2 minutes or 5 minutes writing a verse in a class, I can do that on my own. So I started doing that. A couple of weeks ago when I came back from jazz camp, I would spend some time with a separate journal just for songwriting. Just, my boyfriend's in the shower, write a song. And a lot of the stuff that I wrote in that journal is probably never going to turn into anything, but that doesn't matter. Because what happened was just giving myself the permission and the space and acknowledging that, yes, I can do this, got the juices flowing again. And guess what? I have a complete brand new song. You can watch the video below. I just recorded it. I don't even remember all the words yet. But it goes to show you that it's quite possible that you are telling yourself lies without even realizing it. So really take a deep look inside, do some soul searching, and look at what lies are you telling yourself that say that you can't do the thing that you really want to be doing. What's the lie in there? And I hope you share it in the comments. I want to hear what your lies are and what you are doing to bust them and to get creating. So that's it for today. Have a great week and go get creating. Mwah!